hatchet.
Hey Dylan, do you wanna know what sound a midget taking a shit is?
What?
Called it.
Connor's getting his machete because he's going to go Jason Voorhees on someone's ass.
No, I want to bury a hatchet in his jaw.
However, instead of just going Jason Voorhees, I'm gonna slowly drag them to where they can't be found. Dismember their corpse, put their parts in a bag, and use them as ingredients for my latest stew.
Yeah, I want to say.
Well, now we're getting demonetized.
I need you to chill.
Okay. Oh no! It's me cousin! It's me cousin! Even more leprechaun Dom. He doesn't even sound like a leprechaun. What's up, bitches? I'm even more leprechaun Dom. Yeah. So yeah. See, let's see. I'm gonna keep telling. This is. I'm just gonna keep telling stories about school now. This is. I'm on a roll. Right. I'm on a. Do you want to know what kind of roll I'm on, Connor?
What kind of roll?
One of those sesame seed buns.
Good. I was gonna say you said a different type of roll, and I have to kill you.
Well, I could have just said a bread roll. But anyway, so back in primary school, I had a really good friend, right? He had long hair. He knows what I'm talking about, Mr. Dude falling over on acid. It's an inside joke. It's an inside joke between me and him and someone else, okay? Pretty much, I took a photo of him during photography, and it looked like he was tripping on acid.
Oh, I thought you meant like he literally tripped on acid and was on the floor. Like the other stuff. I wasn't thinking about the drugs.
Okay, anyway, so for the sake of all that's holy, let's call this friend Bazinga, okay?
Okay.
He'll know who it is because the B in Bazinga is the first letter of his name normally. So, you know who you are,
Nice.
Mister. Anyway, so yeah, so we used to be really good friends, and I didn't know, and then when I moved schools, we never talked for ages and ages, and I was really depressed for a bit because I missed my friends. Couple weeks, good like 7, 10 years, because this was year 5. Fast forward to now, and this kid turns up. His name was Bazinga, and I was like, oh, I mildly recognised that name. And he said he knew me. I was like, okay, I don't really know from where, but okay. And then my mum started talking to me about my old primary school, which we're gonna call Shittington, because that's what it was. It was just full of shit. Every time you walked in there, all you could do is go. Eventually we're gonna get Connor doing it. Dylan, you're gonna have to change up the song. You don't always have to do the Irish one.
Oh my god, yeah! Give me a second.
And Connor, you can pick the song for you. Anyway, I'm not choking. I was just clearing my throat. So anyway, I'm there. So Mum was telling me about my old primary school, Shittington. And she said, oh yeah, you used to be friends with this long-haired kid called Bazinga. I was like, that's who this bitch was. This bitch, like, that's where I recognise Bazinga from. Yeah, so, but like, I'm usually quite a shy kid. Like, you guys don't know that, but I don't know you in real life, so you won't. Like, on the internet, I can just talk smack and I can like be myself fully. because I know that it's not like you live right next door to me and you know and you go to my school or something.
However, or as one of my favorite YouTubers, I'm would say, Neutral. Do continue them.
Yeah, so I didn't really talk to him that much because I thought he was just a new kid and I was worried that I was gonna sort of be all really awkward because that's what I'm usually am. I'm a very awkward person.
Trust me, you and me both when it comes to real life,
yeah.
like actually seeing face to face.
But as soon as I realised I recognised him, we started talking about the good old days. Like, oh yeah, do you remember Zelda? Oh yeah, she's gone peng now. Do you remember our old teacher, Mr. Billy Mays? Oh yeah, he was live, innit?
Hi, Billy Mays. Where's the special TV offer?
Do you remember that time that I pulled that fat kid's trousers down and ran for my life? Oh yeah, that was funny. Which is actually a true story.
I don't think you actually had to run that hard.
I did. Like, I was the slowest kid in school.
Was he faster
I
than you?
ran for my life. I got bronchitis. Anybody got time for that?
Nigga, I was running.
I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's the fire. I ran out, didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus.
The devil is a liar.
The devil is a liar.
Never could get my head around snow.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do some shout-outs. So today's shout-outs go to a little person called Aiko and her brother CJ. Your brother sounds like a prick.
Actually, he sounds more like the character from GTA San Andreas.
Yeah, but it sounds like a prick.
CJ.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I'm allowed to say this because I know this person, and her brother's a prick.
Right. Well, I don't need to know that.
He thinks he's a prankster, Connor. But he's pranks.
He's a prankster, huh?
Yeah, so you know how there's like the cling film on the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Oh,
He'll do
yeah.
cling film on the bowl of cereal.
Why?
Do
Oh my
cling
God.
film on your pillow. Cling film on your condom packet or something. I don't know.
Oh, stop, just fucking stop.
He just cling filmed
on your cling
everything.
film.
This kid is obsessed with cling film.
Cling film on your cling film.
Also, another shout out goes to, I'm not going to say your actual name, but she'll know who it is, IKEA.
What, dude?
She's going to kill me when we get to school tomorrow and she finds out.
Isn't that the wood shop thing?
No, that's I think that's the
Swedish shop. Yeah, her name sounds like IKEA.
Oh my fucking God. Well, I think we know. Well, I think we know that she's gonna be a good carpenter because she's gonna make your ass into a floor.
Yeah. And also to her little brother, and no, you're not getting my prefect powers, go away.
Wow.
My prefect powers.
I'm just itching for your children now. It's not Irish music anymore.
Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, Blaine. So we start talking about the good old. So now I'm going to tell you about the fact. It's basically this kid. Let's call him Kellogg's extra fat crunchy nut.
That's a mouthful.
Right. So Mr. Kellogg's. No, because he's fat. Mr. Kellogg's fat crunchy nut. Right. Was a complete dickhead, right? There was two people in the school. One was called Kellogg's Fat Crunchy Nut. The other one was just called Kellogg's Slim.
Hey, Santa, you out
So we had a slim Kellogg and a chunky Kellogg. And one of them was nice to me, and the other wasn't. Now the fat one was the not nice one because fat people are not allowed to be nice to some people. for some reason. Right. So this one day.
wouldn't agree totally on that situation.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm not choking, Dylan.
Damn it!
Is something
Anyway, so I'm like, do you know what? I'm fed up with this kid, right? I'm fed up with this kid. One second. I'm fed up with this kid, right? So what I do, I make this big plan with my mates. So my mates, I say, right, you distract him, right? And we gotta wait on Tuesdays, because on Tuesdays he always wore jogging bottoms. Like, you know what, like, right, so wait till Tuesday, right, you guys distract him, I'm gonna run behind him and pull down his trousers. Alright, so Tuesday comes, they distract him, one of them actually goes the extra mile and ties his shoes together. And then, but fails because he's crap at tying knots. And then I run behind him and I pull his...
The advantage, this is the advantage I have of being in a wheelchair. No one can do that shit to me.
Wait, Connor, if you're in a wheelchair, and so I can imagine someone trying to tie your shoelaces together and go, "Hey, you can't move now." You just like start wheeling.
Like, what?
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Yeah. I just go like, what the
No, you just pretend to be Zoidberg. Like he ties your shoelaces together, you just look at him and you start wheeling off his face again. Whoop 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 whoop. Anyway, so yeah, and I ran for my life. He was hot on my tails. He had managed to cut loose, so it's a fat kid running around in his boxers. But this is this fat kid running around in his boxers trying to catch up with me. Alright. And everyone's trying to stop him, like they're trying to protect me because they're fed up with this kid being a complete prick. So they're all stopping him, but he's doing like the boulder charge from Infamous Second Son. It's just like they're knocking him out of the way.
Oh my god!
Like, I swear to God, if his belly rolled anymore, like, I swear to God, his stomach, he had more rolls than Greg's.
His fat rolls had fat rolls.
He's so fat, his fat had fat. Actually, I heard he's really skinny now. I heard he's been like lifting weights, so I better not be talking shit about Special Fat K. Yeah, he doesn't watch my videos. I'll live. Yeah, so yeah, so I run for my life, and then I see a teacher, I'm like, thank God, sweet release. I'm not gonna like get my ass beat today. I was wrong. This kid didn't get. He was so pissed. Like the teacher tried to stop him, and he fell on rugby tackle. The teacher.
Oh my God.
And then like there's like, so I keep on running, and then just like so many people, and they just like bitch slapping them away. Has anyone seen that video with that dude who just starts slapping people and they just?
Yeah.
It's like that. So it's just like running as fast as he can, like fucking fly kicking his way just to get off me. And, like I swear to God, I don't know how he was that acrobatic.
He was dumb. So I think he was like being like.
Yeah. But do you know what'd be funny? If he I can imagine now him tripping and then you just walk, then you just roll in and go yee, and he hits a set of 10 people who are ironically arranged in bowling pins.
Right.
I am getting so. I'm just waiting for. I don't have the music here.
So I'm running, I'm going. I'm running. All that's going through my head is like the only thing you'd think. So what would you think? I'm running for my life. What do you think's going through my head?
You and that fat guy in bed in the boxers.
No. Connor, what do you think I was thinking when I was like, I'm being chased by this fat kid?
He wants to kiss me.
No, I was thinking, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, is what most people say. But instead I was thinking, I wonder what we're having for dinner. Are we having KFC again?
Yeah, I call bullshit on that one.
No, I actually was. Connor, this is back in primary school when I was like 10. I was non-stop thinking about food. It's like someone could go, right, Dominic, unfortunately you've got crippling depression, and then I'll go, is that a type of sweet?
Oh, you poor guy.
I was an idiot, right? Anyway, so and then I find.
I can just imagine like that fatso is like running after you, and then I just suddenly like wolf pounds like right between the both of you. I look at him, I'll stretch my hands in both directions and say, "Come to Big Mama."
But you know what the funniest thing is? Well, someone recorded him chasing me, and from the moment I pulled his trousers down, and then they edited it to the pumped up kicks. So you just see me, like I pull down his trousers, and says, and then I'm running, all the other kids with the pumped up kicks. You see him just slapping people out of the way. Better run, better run.
Yeah, but that would just be like holding a knife in one hand and a fork in the other. Come to Big Mama.
Oh, Connor, that reminds me. I'll tell you another story later. I had a nightmare. Do not say knife and fork around me. Oh, God.
You out here?
It was a nightmare I had. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But it's so I run, and this is around, and I keep running. Like everyone's gone back into class, and the teachers are still trying to catch up with us. I'm still running. Like I'm not gonna die tonight. Is all that was going through my head. And then eventually, like, it was home time, and his mum was brought in to try and talk some sense into him. Right. So I stand in front of his mum, and his mum says, "No, stop it. Stop it right now."
Okay,
and he doesn't, and like he beats the living shit out of me in front of his mum.
Here comes Scully!
wow, and what happened then?
I'm pretty sure when he got home he got his ass beat by his mum, because he's a black kid, so.
Okay, I'm just imagining you jumping in between them and just screaming.
Wait, can you do it again?
Yeah. So I'm just imagining you jumping in between them and going like...
Right, so Connor, do you want to hear about the reason why you can't say knife and fork around me? Right, so when I was little, I had this nightmare, right? So I'm walking along with my mum, right? I'm just walking, just having a casual walk, and we walk past this dude's house, right? And then I look at him, and there's a towel on the floor, which someone asked me to pass over to it, and it's like obviously this one of this dude's relatives. So I pass it over to him, right? But I'm a terrible throw, so it ends up just like hitting the window, and the dude looks at me, and I waved, but sometimes when I waved back then, I used to stick my tongue out and go, right. And he got super pissed, and my mum just disappeared. My mum just went, "Nope, I'm Batman." My mum was gone, so I'm there just going, "Holy shit, he's gonna kill me!" And he runs out with a knife and fork, just like, "I'm gonna eat your butt."
What?
Hey. He doesn't actually say that. He doesn't say I'm gonna eat your butt. No, but he's just chasing after me, like licking his lips because he's like gonna fucking eat me. And then he finally catches up to me, and then I woke up, and oh my god, I only used a spoon to eat for the next 3 months. Like every time someone would get a knife and fork out in front of me, I would have a literal panic attack.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Now I can just imagine like Connor when we get there, purposely chasing after me in his wheelchair, going nom nom nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Guys, over here. Yeah. Don't. If he does like that.
Come here, Jimmy, let me eat your butt.
Oh, I thought you were laughing. I was dirty.
Alright, so let's see, and let's see more school stories. Right, so let's go on to this dude. Right, we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Bumlicker. He knows who he is.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to know that so I don't put on any copyright stuff.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm only a small YouTuber, so it will only just take away my ad revenue.
Never could get my head around snow.
What's the most copyright thing I can
But
find?
just don't. But anything musical or Dragon Ball Z, don't, because I don't want to get into trouble.
More music, that's what we were putting on when you choke.
No, that was all right. Anyway, so we're gonna call this dude Bumlicker. He knows who he is, and Dylan's gonna know who he is as well, right? So Dylan had just like me and Dylan had resolved our differences, and he stopped pissing me off. All right.
No, never stop.
No, not you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's actually really confusing me, but I know
Right. So Dylan here, from now on I'm gonna call you double D breast size.
I was gonna call him Snack.
Yep, Snack. So we got Snack instead of Dylan for this episode. Until I finish saying Dylan, your name is Snack.
Oh, I just cursed in the video. Reach out, you can't upload.
There's a person in my video, so I cannot upload.
Yeah. No,
Now Dylan's cool with it because he hasn't been full face on my channel, but he's been on my channel. So yeah, also other names I'm allowed to say are Demaji and James and Joe because they have also been on my channel. So yeah, Demaji, Connor's gonna eat your butt.
I'm actually gonna eat more than just a butt, but
Yeah, wait, no, Connor, focus on his legs. He's French.
I'm looking left, dude, anything.
with French, it's better to focus on the guts first because they're the most delicious.
Sorry, Demaji. Looks like you don't have any guts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Bumlicker, right?
Right.
Right. So we're sitting in class, and Dylan's just taking the absolute piss out of him, just going, because he's very highly religious, and he's like, oh yeah, the priest is gonna like rape you and shit, and it's really pissing him off.
Oh wait, what you told me about that got bullied by that one kid that he was raped by a priest.
Yeah.
You already told me that story.
No, this is a different story. It's just, yeah. So this is like a couple of days after after we started doing, which is when I told Connor. But yeah. So I'm just sitting there, and then Dylan's doing it again, and I say to Dylan, I say to Bumlicker, who's next to me, I don't know why Dylan keeps saying all this shit. It's not affecting me because I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist. And he went, you say one more fucking thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Like, all right, calm down. Jesus. All I said was I don't believe in God. Don't have to fucking butt rape me about it. Jeez.
Listen, Dom, word of advice. Never say that to an atheist. I made that mistake once.
Never could get
Never
my
say
head
what?
around snow.
I made that mistake once.
Of saying
Said
what?
that- by saying that, not that I don't believe in God. I do believe in God, but I'm a pantheon. Meaning that I believe in all gods. Like in all gods and all spirits and all that bullshit. And he just went bonkers about it. No, they don't exist. Only our God exists. After which he started smacking the shit out of me.
He's not an atheist then.
No.
Oh well.
No.
Let's just carry on. All right.
No, shit.
Yeah, it's fine, Connor. I think I know what you mean now. I'm just being.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of interesting facts, guys. So I'm gonna say something to you, Connor. I know you're very intelligent, so you probably already know, right? But snack. Actually, I'm not going to talk about Dylan anymore. So Dylan.
You out here?
Yeah.
All right. Do atheists hate religion?
Good question.
No, I know the answer to this, and I'm pretty sure Connor does as well. But I want to know if Dylan does, because there's a common misconception.
No.
He knows it. But the common misconception is that atheists are people that hate religion in general. But that's just not true.
Bullshit.
It's anti-theists that hate religion.
Atheists and anti-theists are two exactly different topics. Atheists just doesn't believe in God.
Connor,
They are the types that just hate them all in general.
No,
when you want to explain something on your video, but someone's too smart to not let it pass.
The reason I knew is because you said a common misconception.
Anyway, so let's have one last story. So this one is gonna be a story with Deminji or Demaji. Sorry, Demaji. Right. So this is only a very short one, but when Demaji, because we all have our own little cards, because we're all in college now, pretty much. When we got our cards, they spelt his name wrong. Right. So his name is Demaji. Right. Well, it's Ola Demaji Lachimenea Solomon or something like that. It's very long. But they spelled his first name wrong. Instead of putting Ola Demaji, like spell Olademij, I think something like that. But instead of that, they just put Deji. So now we've got Comedy Shorts Gamer in our class. God, Connor, that isn't a spelling error. That's just a name error.
No, please tell me what the English teacher that did that.
No, oh my gosh, story of an English teacher, right. I think I've just got a thing with fat people, right, so, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't have a thing against fat people. I think people should be able to wear whatever they want, okay. But this teacher is breaking the boundaries. I swear to God, if she bend over, the whole back of her clothes would just rip. Her clothes are so tight. It's the point where her shirt and cardigan, you can see her belly through it. The gaps are that big. Where it's stretched. And half the time she doesn't even wear a bra. So whenever she comes to help us with her work, we're staring at really ugly cleavage. This, do you know what? Now Connor said that, this story was sponsored by Connor. Wait. Connor, he knows what makes you say ew.
Enjoy!
Enjoy! So yeah, it's just so... It's like, why? And she's clearly British. She's one of those, I say British people. But she tries to be American, so yeah, my mum took me to kindergarten when I was young. It's nursery.
Stop! Please, I'm gonna cringe my eyeballs out of my skull.
Connor, I'm so cringed right now that the force of gravity has shot the eyes all the way in the back of my head.
Wait, it's not kindergarten. I call it...
Bitch wants to die.
I called it kindergarten my entire life.
It's a German word. The correct word is nursery.
Rolly, 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 rolly.
I think I called it playgroup.
Anyway. But it's just so annoying. And honestly, this is what my cousin said, right? Let's call her because I don't know if she wants to be in the video. Let's call her
Mira.
Through the Looking Glass, okay?
Hey, Santa, you out
What?
here?
It's a reference to her name. Don't say it.
I don't even know what it is.
Connor, I think you know, don't you?
Yeah.
Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's a wondrous land, isn't it?
Anyway.
So yeah, so she was saying to me, right? We spent she's supposed to be helping us with our English, and she spends a whole hour looking at the importance of a comma
Come on.
in the first sentence. Oh, this comma could symbolise this or this or this. No, it could symbolise the fact that the writer wants to take a fucking breath. Right? And this is what Through the Looking Glass actually said. It's like commas make her wet. And this is the first thing that came out my mouth. That wouldn't surprise me. What, yeah,
I'm running low.
actually, speaking of, when my friend went through my messages today, they just pretty much skimmed through them all until they saw one message to rule them all. And it read, this is directed from me to my girlfriend. Mum, what's for dinner?
God damn it.
I sent the wrong text message.
It's like that. Is she going to like a thing like you just want her to make you dinner because it was your girlfriend?
Yeah, but she's into all that like mummy and saying daddy and mummy stuff. So, no, she just thought I was playing.
Like I just love to say, "Hi mom, what's for dinner?"
just go up to her. Hey ma, what's for dinner? I hope it's fish.
What did she reply?
She was like, what? She replied, what? And I was like, oh, sorry, that was supposed to be addressed to my mum.
You expect your mom to make you dinner?
There's another message that got highlighted, but it's not family friendly.
Who cares? You're not family friendly.
And if you read it out loud in front of me of all people, he knows that I'm gonna go on a ranting spree.
Well, not really, Connor. It's just that I don't want to get overly cocky about it.
Yeah.
And that's a pun based on what the message was about.
I figured.
And I didn't even intend it to be a pun.
You're more and more like Sans every day.
Hey, I'm a sensation.
Please never say that again.
Some people say my laugh sounds like Krusty the Clown.
No, stop. No, cut.
Hey!
No, stop it.
Hey!
What was that?
What the hell was that?
You sounded like a bird giving a blowjob. And by bird, I mean the wing thing that flies in the air, not a woman. I'm not being sexist.
Yeah, can you do this one, blah blah? No, that's a sheep. No, can't you try?
Pretty accurate, though.
Do you know, the hardest one to do has got to be Mr. Krabs, though. No, that's Popeye.
Where's me money? It's up me in cavity.
No, there was something if I knew something in my throat.
Wait, Dylan, I've got a joke. Wait, Dylan, Dylan, when I say go, I want you to pretend to ring the Krusty Krab, okay? And say hello, is this the Krusty Krab? Right, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh no, not again.
Do it.
Okay. Hang on, I need to remember the lyrics. Hang on, not the lyrics.
No, just say hello, is this the Krusty Krab?
Hang on.
So ring. Hello.
No, don't do it.
Guys, while Dylan's preparing that, we're gonna end this video and we're gonna make
No,
this is part 2. Part 3's coming out soon. Banana testicle bum